لله رب العالمين وأصلي وأسلم على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in surah number 85, وَالسَّمَاءِ ذَاتِ الْبُرُوجِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْمَوْعُودِ وَشَاهِدٍ وَمَشْهُودٍ قُتِلَ أَصْحَابُ الْأُخْدُودِ إِذْ هُمْ عَلَيْهَا قُعُودٌ وهم على ما يفعلون بالمؤمنين شهود وما نقموا منهم إلا أن يؤمنوا بالله العزيز الحميد الذي له ملك السماوات والأرض والله على كل شيء شهيد. إن الذين فتنوا المؤمنين والمؤمنات ثم لم يتوبوا فلهم عذاب جهنم ولهم عذاب الحريق. Allah is saying what the meaning is. By the heaven holding the big stars, and by the promised day, the day of judgment, and by the witnessing day, and by the witnessed day. And there is a lot of tafsir about who's the witness and witnessed by. Some they say Yawm Arafah, the day of judgment, Yawm al-Jum'ah. There is a lot of discussion about it. But we try to get to a point here that there is a shahid and there is a mashhood. There is a witness and there is witness by. And remember that you are witnessed by. And there is angels witnessing what you're saying and what you're doing. But Allah is saying, قُتِلَ أَصْحَابُ الْأُخْدُودِ. Cursed were the people of the ditch. And this is a long story, the king and the boy. You can read it. But Allah said, قُتِلَ أَصْحَابُ الْأُخْدُودِ. They are the superpowers. They are the upper hand. They are the governors and the people who hold the authority in their country. Why they are cursed? Because their color, because their race. Why? Allah saying of the fire fed with fuel. When they sat by the fire, and they witnessed what they were doing against the believers, burning them. And they had no fault, except that they believe in Allah, the Almighty, worthy of all praise. My brothers and sisters, I'm glad that I can speak slowly today, so you can remember and hear my words. Allah knows best how long I can be given khutbah or how long I'll be with you. But I want to tell you one thing. 2 blocks away from you or 3 blocks, Obama is there. And he was able to come to make Jummah. Is this true? Okay? I'm sure you know who's Obama. And I'm sure you know who's United States. And I'm sure you know who's the superpower and the big army and. 2 or 3 blocks maximum from you, the president. And he was able to come to Jummah. This mosque been here since 1980. And I've been saying all kinds of khutbas. I have published books. I have traveled through United States and out of United States for conference. And maybe did some disturbance sometimes, keeping me for hour, questioning me why Xerox my stuff. But I want to tell you one thing. When you read Surah Al-Buruj, And the story that Allah is saying, قُتِلَ أَصْحَابُ الْأُخْدُودِ. Cursed and killed are the people of the ditch. Those who sat by the fire there. Everybody passing by. Do you believe in our gods or you believe in the Prophet? You believe in Allah or you believe in the system? If you believe in Allah, they will throw him in the ditch with the fire kindled for days and days and days. You Muslims living in America, you never saw anything yet. If anyone is sitting here today can stand up and say that I went to interrogation and they put a candle under my hand or they put a cigarette in my ear, I want you to stand today. Why I'm saying this? I want to tell you one thing. You Muslims, Arab before non-Arab, and I say to the youth, the Shabab, والمبتعثين عليهم أن يستيقظوا ويستغفروا ربهم ويرجعوا إلى دينهم ويخافوا الله تبارك وتعالى ويتقوا الله فيما أعطاهم. You Muslims living in America, you've been given what you may call it the golden opportunity, and you're playing games with it. Most of you are playing games. I'm telling you, I've been in this country since 1975. I didn't come here to be a businessman or to get my PhD degree or to get married. It happens that I got married. It happens that I got my citizenship. I sat for 10 years not even thinking about getting green card or getting, because I was living in a different, in the clouds about da'wah. And people keep asking me, do this, do that, do this, get your green card, get your citizenship. I was living in a different environment, da'wah, work in New York. I'm telling you, you could not gather like this in so-called your country, an Islamic country. You could not publish a book or a flyer without going through the FBI and the CIA of your country and name it. You could not, and you could not, you could not. You could not open a mosque. This is a dream. You in America living here, coming here for so-called degree, okay? To get your master degree, alhamdulillah. But can you give little bit of your time for Allah? Can you pay your tax towards your deen while you in America? Can you serve in the house of Allah for an hour a week? Stop playing with your deen, guys. Stop shaming you. Stop. Especially being young men. Especially being given the opportunity that you can come to the mosque and enter the mosque without being searched or be followed by CIA or FBI. You Muslims, read this Quran. Allah saying, قُتِلَ أَصْحَابُ الْأُخْدُودِ النَّارِ ذَاتِ الْوَقُودِ إِذْ هُمْ عَلَيْهَا قُعُودٌ وهم على ما يفعلون بالمؤمنين شهود وما نقموا منهم إلا أن يؤمنوا بالله العزيز الحميد. The only crime that these people been committed is what? That they believe in Allah. They practice in their deen. Anybody have a ditch for you outside? Why you don't come to the mosque? Those people who get in a check every month from their embassy or their country, driving luxury cars, You know why most of the, if it's not all, the presidents and the kings back home, they block cities when they pass? Because they are thieves. They are lusus. They are haramiya. They taking the money and the property of the people. Can you imagine in some Islamic country, a man with a master's degree, they're going to reward him by buying or lending him a cart that a farmer sell oranges and banana on it. He doesn't know what is Alif and A and B and C. Now after he work hard, he sweat, now they're going to make a solution for their problem. After he work hard, study hard, they're going to give him a cart. In my days when I was a kid, this is falah, sa'idi, whatever you want to call, like people who doesn't know even how to spell their name. They sell fava beans, selling coffee on the road in the corner. Now, in some Islamic country, you have a PhD degree and you have a master degree, and now the government going to do you a favor. They're going to lend you a car and you're going to make a payments. So you stand on the street in your feet for 10 hours so you can be able to buy a t-shirt. Humiliation of the human being, of the Muslims, and now the hundreds and the millions of dollars going in the buckets of the king and the prince and the president and his assistants. This was happening. Why did Umar sleep under a tree? He's not worried about anything. When this man, as it been recorded, passed by him, he said, حكمت فعدلت فأمنت فنمت يا عمر. Omar, oh you king, oh you the president, oh you the Amir, the Khalifa of the Muslims. You had judge and rule among the people, but you was fair and just. As a result of this, that you have a security and safety in your heart. As a result of this, you don't care where you go to sleep. You sleep on to the sidewalk, on the sidewalk under a tree. You are not scared. Why people close cities? Why hundreds of Mercedes? Because they know in their heart they are thieves. The money of the oil, where is going? Oil. You own the oil? Is this your country? Are you crazy? Who told you this is you? When somebody steal $100, his hand will be cut. When somebody, not somebody, some family, the families, the hundreds and the thousands, they steal billions of dollars every year. They could not even anybody look at them. But this is still is not our worry. Because the Prophet had prophesied, you will see athara, that people will be preferred over you, be given, be taken, be stealing. What I'm trying to say, my brothers, I don't want to talk. It's too much. Because you know what? I get sick over my back, not my back. My problem now is not my back, okay? But my back caused me to go to the hospital. And then when I went to the hospital, now I have no choice except to be in the bed for at least 2 weeks. I escaped the house, 2 weeks. But the only thing I have is books. I listen to the media. And these 2 weeks I got more sick, but not in my back, in my heart, in my mind. I discover many things. I start see darkness during the day because I see the haramiyah, the usbah, the Muslims that be killed every day for no just cause. That the Muslims that their blood became wallahi cheaper than dirt. You go buy a bag of cement or sand, it may cost you $5. But the blood of the Muslim became the cheapest. Not by kuffar, by Muslims, so-called Muslims, carry names of Islam. I became so sick and I don't want bring my sickness in the community. I'm so hurt. I don't want to talk. But I want to tell you one thing, my brothers. Wallahi aib. Wallahi is shame. Wallahi, you should be shy of yourself. You got the golden opportunity living in America and you're doing nothing. You're getting a $1,500 every month from your embassy because you are a student. $2,000, $3,000. For what? What you doing with this money? What you doing with this? I'm not talking about a country, okay? Because I know you've been looking, watching me for the last 10 years for me to say the name of your country so you can stop coming to the mosque. But I'm not going to say name because all of them doing it. All of them are haramiyah. Those who have and those who don't have. It's nothing except lusus, thieves. Allah will deal with them. But this doesn't give me a right that I'm going to take a gun and go fight them. This will give me a time for me to learn how to be patient, how to discipline myself, and how to raise myself as a true Muslim. Because when the right time comes, Allah will give you the victory. Other than this, I've been born in 1949. The problem of Palestine, been back and forth until today. I'm 65 years old. Allah knows best, okay, how old I'm going to be when I die. But people been playing like a football match with this. But it used to be Palestine problem. Now became Palestine, became Burma, became Kashmir, became Somal, became Iraq, became Libya, became everybody killing each other. For what? It's nothing but a game. And we could not play this game, my brothers. What we need, we believe in Quran or not. We believe in the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam or not. The law of Allah is saying, "In tansurullah yansurkum." If you give victory to the deen of Allah, Allah will give you the victory. This it. Is 1 + 1 = 2. Don't play the game of the askar. Don't play the game of the governments. Don't play the game of democracy. Don't play the game of... All this is nothing but games. Even democracy is nothing but a game. It's a democracy here, but if it practiced overseas, it's not a democracy, it's something different. So the same dollar you take in there to Arabia, oh, this is not a dollar. Why not? It's not a dollar, this is it. Democracy only for here. Democracy doesn't work with Arabia. But the only thing will work for here and for Arabia is come back to Allah. Come back to Allah. In your thoughts, in your politics, in your philosophy, in your ibadah, come back to Allah. And when you come back to Allah, Allah will give you victory. Allah will bring you Palestine back. Allah will bring Kashmir back. Allah will bring opportunity among the Muslims. But as long we be playing and watching the game and be part of the game, we are not going any place. We're going to be doing what? There is something called, we used to teach us in the schools, mahallak sir. Walk in your spot, walk in your space. So you raise your hand up and your foot up and down. And this is, you call it mahallak sir. So you see, you're walking, but you are on your spot. You are in your spot. Muslims in their spot for 80 years now. They try everything, none of them are working. And it's getting worse every day. Muslims are killing Muslims now. Before we used to complain about, you understand, that we've been invaded by such a country and invaded by so-and-so. Today you are not invaded by anybody. You've been invaded by your Muslim brother with the same culture, the same name, the same language, the same dialogue, the same everything. You don't know who's your brother anymore. So come back to إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةً. Again, my brothers and my sisters, Allah had blessed us with opportunity. And when we don't use the opportunity right, it is very possible that Allah will take it away from us. Allah had gave us opportunity that we've been in America. You don't have it in any country, so you better utilize it. I'm not asking any one of you to purchase gun or to have a machine gun. All what I'm asking you, can you learn how to make your salah properly? Can you learn how to call the adhan? Can you learn how to help somebody who doesn't speak Arabic to recite the Fatiha properly? Can you donate some of your time to the mosque? Can you participate and let's build a bigger family than my family or your family? When we're going to do it? Became a culture. We come to Jum'ah, we depart. We come to Jum'ah and depart. And after this will come Ramadan, we're going to eat together and depart. And after this will come the Eid and depart. When we're going to come and not to depart? When? I say this message for the longest, but now I feel it. And I will tell, especially my brothers in Islam from America, who've been born and raised, there is a lot that you can benefit from me while I'm still alive. It's your opportunity to come and get some of the experience that I got. I have in America, only in America, 40 years. 40 years of experience of different things, and especially in Islamic field. I'm the oldest imam in whole United States that been in a mosque or in a da'wah. Alhamdulillah, I appreciate Allah's ni'mah that give me such a great community. Yes, Allah made me a means to start the mosque and to start the community. But your support is appreciated. Many masajids, the imam stay for 2 or 3 years and they gone because politics inside the mosque. We don't have politics here. We don't have a special race here. We have a house for Allah. And that we acknowledge everybody has the right to be in the mosque and to express their feeling and to ask questions and also can dialogue even with the imam and correct the imam. So why are not coming? When we're going to turn our mosque to a mosque and not a church, i.e. that we don't only come for Friday and this it. This not a church, my brothers, but you know what? In the church now they go Sunday and they go for other meetings and they have other activities. What we have as a Muslims, come for Jummah and live from Jummah. Come from Jummah and live from Jummah. Brothers and sisters, there is a big job. And Allah had blessed me and blessed me with few brothers that assist me and with few sisters. But I'm leaving something behind me. And there is something that says seed already been bought. And if not, you are not going to pay attention to what I'm telling you today. I was looking for this opportunity to talk to you today because I don't know if I'm here next year or next Jummah or not. So you hear the message. You hear the message. I, by the will of Allah, had laid down the seed for few things. If you are not going to come to know about what I have and what I start, sooner or later will dissolve. Alhamdulillah, we have a mosque. Alhamdulillah, we have a library. Alhamdulillah, we have a shelter and place for the homeless and low-income people. Alhamdulillah, we have printing and publication. Alhamdulillah, we're about to start a food bank for Muslims and non-Muslims. We have a lot. There is many seeds been bought and could not be done by 1 or 2 or 3 people. So it is time for you, if I'm here for a day or a year, that you come and learn what I have. My book is open for everybody. And somebody will have to handle this property and to handle these projects. Otherwise, it's going to be washed and will be shame. Okay? I'm not stopping you to go to your store, to go to your school, but can you give some time? Some time. I'm tired about money. I don't need your money. And I never looked to your money. You know this, okay? But now, I'm telling you, I don't need your money. I'm not needing your money. It doesn't matter you have electricity or not. I want your time, your participation, because we have something great and can be greater and can be a means of da'wah. They want to see what the Muslim, all what they hear is a Muslim killing and killing and killing. They not see Muslim feeding, Muslim giving da'wah by action. I heard about some Muslims, they go participate with the Christian to build houses for other people. But when one of the ugly publication houses been burned, I didn't hear about a single person came to put his hand to help me. I have 2 or 3 people, alhamdulillah, I have to remember. 2 or 3 people had helped me, okay? I appreciate what anybody can do. But I'm telling you, yes, this ugly publication or this now is going to be, inshallah, ugly foundation. It's yours. Because you had helped me. Financially, morally, many things. Many things they had supported me. I didn't do it because of me. By will of Allah and your assistance. But we have to guard it before it dissolved. Because like we said in the beginning of the story, إِنَّ حَقًّا عَلَى اللَّهِ, that nothing indeed accompanied upon Allah, nothing that rises this life unless will go down. So do not let the effort, the publication, the housing, the food bank, the mosque, all these beautiful jobs that have been built for the last 35 years, don't be the cause for it to go down. Yes, it is the sunnah of Allah, but don't be the cause for these things to fall apart. Please, I'm not asking for your money. No, I'm asking your presence, your idea, your intelligence, what you can do for these things to remain, inshallah. I beg Allah's forgiveness for me and you and all the Muslims. I beg that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give me the good ending. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whatever times that He give me extended, is to serve the Muslims and to serve the deen of Allah. I ask Allah to give us the sincerity in what we're doing, and that we aim only the pleasure of Allah. And please forgive me for delaying you, but I didn't know if I'm going to get the opportunity again or not. So I'm sorry if I delay you today. I hope that you will go later on and listen to this khutbah again and think about it. And this, what I'm leaving with you, if I die tomorrow, to think about it, to reflect. Whenever I die, listen to this khutbah again. And remember that the Imam had asked you to be part, to keep the good things that Allah bless us. Keep it going, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan for your patience. May Allah forgive us all for our shortcoming. May Allah make our future better than our past. May Allah save the Muslim from the killing. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring the rulers of Muslims' lands to their sense and their wisdom. Ameen.